Can everybody hear me and see my lips? Okay. For pronunciation.
Testing, 1, 2, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2. Hopefully it's coming through. I'll have to keep talking. Welcome. You can help me figure this out. Our first one was in 2000.
Before me.
Yeah, I ran it. 2000. Well, I'm not that old, so it must have been last year. 2004, 2005 school year. That was our first one. So it was in 2005 because it was after Christmas. So this is our 16th annual spelling bee. We did it last year, correct? Yes, I thought we had. Okay. So this is our second one with the COVID rules. So welcome. We're going to be starting here in just a minute. We're nicely spread out. We're nice and quiet, and I appreciate that. It needs to remain that way. These students up here are nervous, and we're going to try to relax them. And the judges need to be able to hear everything, so we're not going to applaud until a student goes out. Then we're going to give them a hand for having the courage to come up here and be part of the spelling bee. But if they spell the word correctly, we're just going to allow them to go back to their seats without applause because it slows us down. If we've got some really good spellers, we're going to be here a while today to go through our list. So please, no applause, except when a speller goes out, then we're going to applaud for them and thank them for their courage. All right, I'm going to start with the rules and explain it so that the spellers can hear this. The format is going to be conducted in rounds. Each speller remaining in B at the start of a round spells one word, and if they spell it correctly, they stay to the next round. We will start in the number 1 position. We'll go all the way down to the end here, and then we come all the way back up, and we start here at Danica's position, and we go all the way down. As time goes on, and there's slots being opened up, when I think it's the right time, I'll move the spellers around a little bit and put them back in another order. The word list is what's supplied to us from the Scripps Company, and it has all the markings that come from Webster's Dictionary. And our announcer today, our pronouncer, is Mrs. Swift, and she'll be using the guide to do that. Mrs. Swift, our pronouncer's role. Her role is to strive in pronouncing the word correctly with the proper diacritical markings according to the Spelling Bee official list. If it's a homonym, a word that sounds like it, she will tell you which homonym we want spelled. The homonym I always use for an example is C and C. And she'll give the sentence, the ship sailed on the sea. We know then it's not the S-E-E we're looking for, but we're looking for the other C. So she'll explain that to you. The spellers. Well, I'll just do it this way. Spellers, you can ask questions of the pronouncer by asking her to define it, read it in a sentence, what part of speech, the language of origin, and if there's any alternate pronunciation. Some words have 2 ways to pronounce them. If that's upon her list, she will give you that information. The pronouncer, if you sense that a student is having difficulty or does not understand the word you pronounced, you may offer more information, but only the information included on the official list. to help them understand. The judge's role. We have 3 judges here today. We have Mrs. Foote, Mrs. Sorrells, and Mr. Heilingathal. We have 2 pros and a rookie, but they'll do a great job for you. Their role for you, students, is to determine whether or not the word was spelled correctly. They also render all final decisions on appeals in accordance with Rule 11, which I'll talk about a little later. They have interaction with the speller. Spellers, when you spell, you must look at the judges so they can see your lips move and hear you as clear as possible. And I'll be talking to you a little bit more when I come to your role in that. If the judges feel that the speller has misunderstood the word, they will then inform the pronouncer to give more information until everybody's satisfied that the speller understands which word is to be spelled. If the judges feel the word has been mispronounced, they will also inform the pronouncer, and they may have discussions, and they'll discuss it among themselves to get the proper pronunciation. They will, other than when a word is misspelled, they will then ring the bell. Thank you, Mr. Hollenfeld. And that will inform you that the word was misspelled. They can also disqualify you if you do not approach the mic when you're supposed to. And I'm not talking about if you make a mistake, but you just refuse to come up, okay? If you do not start spelling, for some reason you just can't start spelling the word, they'll give you good time, but they'll probably encourage you, you need to start. And if you don't start spelling, they can disqualify you. They will disqualify you if you engage in any unsportsmanlike conduct. We've never had that before. They'll have to decide what is unsportsmanlike, but harassing somebody that comes up, something like that, or maybe tripping somebody, which I know you would never do. But those would be unsportsmanlike. And also, if while you're spelling, you're making unintelligible or nonsense noise, they can disqualify you. All right, your role. I'm going to remove this for this.
Mr. Fell?
Yes.
I think your mic has too much reverberation.
Thank you. All right. Okay. Your role as spellers. You are to come up to the microphone. You can adjust it like so. It's best to hold it here and here. It's pretty stiff. If they're really having a problem, maybe I can have one. I could have Noe. Maybe you could help them if you see them having a problem, since you're sitting right there, just to help them adjust it. You are to face the judges so that they can see your mouth. We are to remove our mask when we're spelling so they can see your lips. They're going to give you the word. I always use cat because Mr. Fell's kind of nervous up here too, and because I'm nervous, I don't think clear. They're going to say to me, cat. And I'm going to look at them and I'm going to repeat the word, cat. And then I'm going to hesitate and look at the judges to make sure I said the correct word. And then I'll spell C-A-T. You're going to hear this because I uttered the K. I cannot go back and correct any utterances. I cannot change the order of any letters. So that's why I want you to take your time. So I'm going to come up, I'm going to say cat. I'm going to look at the judges. They're not making any motion. Okay, I must have the right word. I don't need it in a sentence. I think I pretty know this one. Cat. C-A-T. Cat. I'm going to say the letters well separated so that they can hear me. And I'm going to take my time and think. Don't rush. That's the worst thing you can do because you're going to go too fast. Cat. C-T. C-A-T. Sorry, they have to ring the bell because you missed the letter. You can ask, can you give me the definition? You can ask the origin. What country is it from? You can ask for its part of speech. Cat is a noun. And you can ask for it to be repronounced a second time. Did I get all those, Mrs. Swift?
Used in a sentence.
Oh, and use it. Yes, you can have a sentence. Okay? And you can ask that a couple times. You're allowed, I want you to relax. I advise you to ask just one question. I always like a sentence so that I can hear it. It kind of relaxes me, and oh yeah, I definitely know where I'm going with this word. Okay. When the bell rings, I want you to return to your class. And then we'll give you applause, and you'll go down. This is great that you're here. In all honesty, I don't think Mr. Fell could do this. I'm very poorly under pressure. In my room, my joke is the marker, the battery's gone dead in the marker. That's why I misspelled a word in front of the class. That's how bad of nervous I get. Do I have any questions? Okay. We think we completed that, Mrs. Swift, what you remember? All right. We're going to do a practice round. You're going to come up, and I'd like you to please say your name for the judges. And then they're going to give you a practice round. The pronouncer's going to give you a word, and then you'll just go ahead and spell it. And I am going to pick on, looking at this classes here. I'll start with Zane, number 4. Zane, I want you to ask every available question on that word, okay? Can you do that for me? Because sometimes students are just too afraid to ask questions, so I want you to demonstrate how to ask questions. Can you use it in a sentence? Can you give me the origin? All those things. Would you do that for me when you come up? I want you to do all of the questions when you come up. Thank you, but not now. We're going to have those guys go first, and then I want you, when you come up, to ask all those questions. All right, we're going to start with our practice round. How do we want to work this with Carter? Okay. Yes.
With the microphone stand, it will move up and down or turn just a little bit, so we'll try to adjust it in the middle. You are welcome to try and move that. We want to make sure it's where it needs to be for you. Okay, so don't be afraid to move it. We want it right in front of you. There is hand sanitizer that you can use before you touch it. Okay, and so we want to make sure that we give you the best possible sound. Make sure you take your mask off too. Yes. Are you allowed to take it off? I prefer to do it until it needs to. Yes.
The whole thing is sanitation. Yep. We want to keep it sanitized.
So you can pull it. I'm going to show how to so you pull it. You can twist it. Let me show how to twist it. Up or down. Okay. Mine's just step up.
All right. Yes.
So that we can see and hear you better.
Need to see your mouth. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am. No. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Capitalization is not required. And if you put capitalization in, cat, capital, C-A-T, they can't count off for it. We're not here to look at capitalization, apostrophe, hyphen. The only thing we're here to do, you get the correct letters in the correct order for the word.
Mr. Phelps, I'm so sorry, but Carter probably didn't.
Oh. But I think I told him that earlier. Carter, do you understand if you capitalize, it doesn't take off? Okay. Yes, ma'am. That's a good question. Because we don't have to say hyphens, we don't have to say space either. No, if it's a compound separated, no, you don't have to say space. Good, that was a good question. Any other questions? All right, I'm going to give you another opportunity to ask questions after we do our first practice round. All right, let's start with number 1. Remember your name, and then they'll give you the word. Also tell them what grade you're in too, please.
Okay. My name is Maverick, and I'm in 5th grade.
This word has a homonym, size. It's a noun. The actual, characteristic, normal, or relative proportion of a thing. Size.
May you say it in a sentence?
Rolanda couldn't believe the size of the cookie she purchased from the bakery.
Okay. Size. S-I-Z-E.
No. You have one more thing to say.
Oh, size.
Are they disqualified for that if they don't?
No.
Okay.
You don't have to repeat the word, but what it tells the judges is you're done. And that's a good thing, that they need to know you're done. Just in case you uttered something else afterwards, they got to count that as a letter. So, size, S-I-Z-E, size. You did a really good job spelling it as far as the slowness. Good.
My name. My name is Roman Boyko, and I am in 4th grade.
Soda.
Soda. S-O-D-A. Soda.
My name is Caleb Fife, and I am in 5th grade.
This word could be confused with a similar word, cone. It's a noun. It's a crisp, conical wafer used to hold for ice cream.
Could you say the word in a sentence?
At the ice cream parlor, Anna asked for a waffle cone with mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Cone. C-O-N-E. Cone.
Mrs. Swift, I wanted to see if this was a better sounding mic. Does that sound better to you, boys and girls? Yeah, we're going to switch you mics.
My name is Zane Allen, and I am in 6th grade.
Number.
Number. N-U-M-B-E-R. Number. Hi, my name is Noah Zamudio. I'm in 7th grade.
Brass.
Brass, could you use it in a sentence, please?
The horn and trumpet are two of the oldest brass instruments.
Could you tell me the origin of the word?
It doesn't give me an origin.
Could you give me the definition, please?
A typically yellow alloy made of copper and zinc, which is capable of being formed and is harder and stronger than copper.
Brass. B-R-A-S-S. Brass.
My name is Malika Pelgrin, and I am in 5th grade.
Twisty.
Could you please give me the definition?
Winding, full of bends. Winding, full of bends.
Could you use it in a sentence, please?
The twisty road through Tennessee made Sherry's stomach turn.
Twisty. T-W-I-S-T-Y. Twisty.
name is Meredith, and I'm in 8th grade.
This word has a near homonym, bingo. It is a noun, and it's a game used using a grid in which 5 covered numbers in a row means a win.
Bingo. Bingo. Bingo.
Was his name Mo? We're in practice round. Name?
Oh, my name is Ivan Ibarra, and I'm in 8th grade.
Inside. Oh, excuse me. This word can be confused with a similar word. Inside. It's an adjective, being on an inner surface or side.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
After 10 days of solid heat, the students were tired of inside recess.
Inside. INSIDE. Inside.
Okay, this is our first time being a virtual contestant. So first let me ask Carter, can you hear? Yes. Okay.
Jolly.
Jolly. Jolly. Jolly.
Good job. Now if you'll go back to mute.
Are we ready to begin? Are we ready to begin? Oh, everybody gets a practice. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okie dokie.
Hello, my name is Raya Sherman, and I'm in 5th grade.
This word could be confused with a similar word, stunts. It's a plural noun, and it's feats or tricks which display significant strength or skill.
Stunts. Could you please say that in a sentence?
Jared wanted to perform stunts on his bike, but he couldn't even take his hands off the handlebars yet.
Stunts. STUNTS. Stunts.
Hi, my name is Rook. Rook's will be here.
Grade.
Oh, 6th.
This word has a homonym, pond. It is a noun. It's a body of water that is smaller than a lake but larger than a pool, and that either occurs naturally or is confined through man-made means.
Pond. P-O-N-D. Pond.
My name is Danica Romer, and I'm in 6th grade.
This word has a near homonym, grits. It's a plural noun, and it's grains such as maize, wheat, or barley, which have been hulled and coarsely ground.
Could you use that in a sentence?
Amelia always added butter and sugar to her grits.
Grits. Grits. Grits.
My name is Andre, and I'm in 8th grade.
This word could be confused with a similar word, punting. It's a verb, to kick a ball when playing football, soccer, or rugby before the ball hits the ground when dropped from the hands.
Punting. P-U-N-T-I-N-G. Punting.
My name is Aubrey White.
You have to speak up.
My name is Aubrey White.
Kiddo.
Can you use that in a sentence?
Hey, kiddo, Gerald exclaimed when he saw his daughter for the first time in 2 months.
Kiddo. K-I-D-O, kiddo.
Have to practice applause, right?
My name is Cameron. I'm in 6th grade.
Stark.
Can you use that in a sentence, please?
The landscape in Death Valley is as stark as it is beautiful.
Stark. S-T-A-R-K. Stark.
My name is Caden, and I'm in 8th grade.
This word could be confused with a similar word, pranks. It's a plural noun, and it means tricks.
Pranks. P-R-A-N-K-S. Pranks.
My name is Nora, and I'm in 7th grade.
Flustered.
Flustered. F-L-U-S-T-E-R-E-D. Flustered. My name is Wyatt Williams, and I'm in 7th grade.
This word has a near homonym, beam. It is a noun. It's a long piece of heavy wood that is suitable to use in house construction.
Beam. B-E-A-M. Beam.
My name is Kylie, and I'm in the 4th grade.
Mouth.
Could you use it in a sentence, please?
Omar bragged that he can fill a whole slice of pizza in his mouth at once.
Mouth. M-O-U-T-H. Mouth.
My name is Braulio, and I'm in 7th grade.
This word can be confused with a similar word, polo. It's a noun. It's a game played by teams of 3 or 4 players on horseback who use mallets with long handles to move a wooden ball down the field and through goalposts.
Polo. P-O-L-O. Polo.
All right, thank you. That's our practice round. Everybody got a word? And now we're going to start for the actual spelling bee. I would like to encourage something a little different. We seem to want to wait until the other contestant sits down, then we get up. It's like royalty or something. All spelling bees have always been that way. But I would like you, when the person is finished their spelling, I would like you to stand up and start coming up while they start going away. That'll cut down a lot of time between contestants. All right?
Mr. Fowle?
Okay, yes.
When they do misspell a word, do I spell it for them afterwards?
No,
I didn't think so.
no problem. Okay. And if you two guys here, especially the young lady I already asked her, if you could remind me about Carter, I got a note there on his desk, his chair, so I don't forget him. Okay, are we ready? Are there any questions? Okay, the only couple things I heard was some of you forgot to say, which is fine. You don't have to say it, but it really helps the judges understanding that you know the word. So when they say cat, when the pronouncer says cat, you go cat. And then you look at the judges, give it a second or two. Yep, nobody's saying anything. Okay, I must have said the correct word. And then if you need sentences and stuff like that, you can ask. That's fine. But make sure they understand. Then when you're done, C-A-T, then say cat. And then go back to your seat. Just for instance, cat, C-A-T. Yes. Yeah, as a relief, I sigh and I make the S sound. S. The judges can construe that as you just said, C-A-T-S, and you've misspelled the word. Cat, C-A-T. Cat. Then we're ready to go. And then remember, as you're leaving, could the next contestant start their way up? If I have no questions, the official round one will now begin. You don't need to say your name. You can just go up and receive your word. Let's start. I'm sorry, let's not start. Let's have a word of prayer. Bow your heads to me. Father, we just thank you, Lord, for this time and for this annual spelling bee that we have and for the ability for our students to participate and then participate with the county. I just ask, Father, you calm their nerves right now. Fill them with your spirit so they just relax, and may they enjoy their time up here. I applaud them, Father, for their courage and sacrifice to come up in front of their peers. And so bless them, Father God, and bring back to memory what they know. We ask these things in Christ's name. And everybody said, Amen. All right, thank you. You may begin.
One more thing, the judges have requested when you step up to the mic that you remove the mask, at least on one ear, so that they can clearly see your mouth instead of pulling it down to your chin. Thank you. This word has a homonym, gel. It's a noun, and it's a semi-solid, apparently homogeneous substance that may be elastic and jelly-like, such as gelatin, and more or less rigid, such as silica gel.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
Ethan preferred to use a gel to tame his curls instead of mousse.
Could you tell me the origin?
This word is a word that went from Latin to Italian to French to English.
Gel. G-E-L. Gel.
Train.
May you please use it in a sentence?
Wayne loves to wave at the train as it goes by.
Train. T-R-A-I-N. Train.
This word has a near homonym, sport. It's a verb, and to wear contently or with satisfaction.
Sport. S-P-O-R-T. Sport.
This word has been confused with a similar word, eel. It's a noun. Any of the numerous snake-like fishes that have a smooth, slimy skin, often without scales.
Could you use it in a sentence?
Nikki was afraid to swim at the lake because her brother told her that he'd once seen an eel in the water.
Eel. E-E-L. Eel.
This word could be confused with a similar word, fans. It's a plural noun. It's an enthusiastic devotee of a sport or baseball or diversion such as ballet used as spectators rather than participants. Fans.
Fans. F-A-N-S. Fans.
This word has a near homonym, tall. It's an adjective. It's high in stature, of greater than average height among others of kind or class. Tall.
Tall. T-A-L-L. Tall.
This word has a homonym. Better. It's an adjective. It means improved in health.
Better. B-E-T-T-E-R. Better.
Hit. This word could be confused with the similar word. It's a verb. It means to strike something such as a ball with an object such as a bat, club, or racket so as to impart or redirect motion. Hit.
Hit. H-I-T. Hit.
Peanut. Peanut. This word has a homonym. Bite. It's a noun. It's a small amount of food, a snack. Bite.
Bite. B-I-T-E. Bite.
Noon.
May you please use it in a sentence?
During the summer, Willow was hard-pressed to get out of bed before noon.
Noon. N-O-O-N. Noon.
This word could be confused with a similar word, gummy. It's an adjective and it means sticky, gummy.
Could you use it in a sentence?
After accidentally dropping the carton of eggs on the kitchen floor, it took Brett an hour to clean up the gummy mess.
Gummy. G-U-M-M-Y. Gummy.
Ray.
May you please use it in a sentence?
Rosie liked to think of her puppy Copper as a ray of sunshine.
Ray. R-A-Y. Ray.
This word could be confused with a similar word, mops. It's a plural noun. It's a household implement, each consisting of a mass of absorbent material, as coarse yarn or rags, fastened to a long handle and used typically for cleaning floors. Mops.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Only after spilling milk all over the floor did Rachel realize that the best place for the mops was probably not in the attic. Mops.
Mops. M-O-U-P-S.
Thanks.
Thanks. T-H-A-N-K-S. Thanks.
Dash.
Dash. D-A-S-H dash.
Skin.
Skin. S-K-I-N. Skin.
Star.
Star. S-T-A-R. Star.
began,
Began. B-E-G-A-N. Began.
this word has a homonym, day. It's a noun. The time of light or interval between one night and the next, day.
Day. D-A-Y. Day.
All right, we'll begin round 2.
Upset.
May you please use it in a sentence?
Nothing upset Nia more than finding out that food she had saved for herself in the fridge was gone.
May you tell me the definition?
To disturb the equilibrium of, to cause an emotional disturbance in, or to decompose. Discompose.
Could you repeat the word?
Upset.
Upset. U-P-S-E-T. Upset.
Yes. Hang on a second. This word has a homonym, father. It's a noun, and it's a man who has begotten a child, a male parent.
Father. F-A-T-H-E-R. Father.
This word has a homonym, jam. It's a noun, and it's a product made by boiling fruit and sugar to a thick consistency without preserving the shape of the fruit. Jam.
Could you use the word in a sentence?
One of Terry's favorite memories of his childhood is making jam with his grandma.
Jam. J-A-M. Jam.
Mugs.
Could you use the word in a sentence?
Georgia's collection of holiday mugs is the envy of all of her friends.
Mugs. M-U-G-S. Mugs.
This word has a homonym, fair. It's a noun. It's an organized, usually annual event at which there are various kinds of games, rides, entertainment, and competitions. Fair.
Could you use it in a sentence?
Amal's favorite part of going to the fair was eating funnel cake with her friends.
Fair. F-A-I-R. Fair.
This word could be confused with a similar word, dinner. It's a noun. It's the principal meal of the day, eaten in the evening.
Dinner. D-I-N-N-E-R. Dinner.
Rats.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
Rats have often been associated with the spreading of disease throughout history.
Rats. R-A-T-S. Rats.
Fed.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Iris fed her dog 2 scoops of kibble before eating her own dinner.
Fed. F-E-D. Fed.
This word has a homonym, sir. It's a noun, and it is used as usually respectful form of address to an older person, a superior, or the presiding officer of a legislative assembly. Sir. Professor Snape demands that all of his students address him as sir. Full.
Could you please say that in a sentence?
When the hamper was full, everyone knew it was laundry day.
Full. F-U-L-L. Full.
Huge.
May you please use it in a sentence?
Theo swore that the huge boulder he saw on the shore of Loch Ness was really the Loch Ness Monster.
Huge. H-U-G-E. Huge.
This word has a homonym, born. It's an adjective having from or as if from birth specified or implied qualities, born.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
Greta was a born leader, having given dynamic speeches for her stuffed animals from the time she could talk.
Born. B-O-R-N. Born.
This word could be confused with a similar word, damp. Adjective, slightly or moderately wet, moist, humid.
Damp. D-A-M-P. Damp.
This word has a homonym, from. It's a preposition. It's used as a function word to indicate a starting point, such as something that is taken as a starting point in measuring or reckoning or in a statement of limits. From.
From. F-R-O-M. From.
This word could be confused with a similar word, hunch. It's a noun. It's a strong, intuitive feeling.
Hunch. H-U-N-C-H. Hunch.
Each.
Each. E-A-C-H. Each.
This word could be confused with a similar word, ribs. It's a plural noun. It's the paired, curvy bone rods that stiffen the lateral walls of the body of most vertebrates and protect the organs that occur in mammals exclusively or almost exclusively in the thoracic region and that form in humans normally 12 pairs. Ribs.
Ribs. R-I-B-S. Ribs.
Very good. Forever.
Forever. F-O-R-E-V-E-R. Forever.
This word has a homonym. Freeze. It's a verb. It's to stand or remain without movement or activity of any kind. Freeze.
Freeze. F-R-E-E-Z-E. Freeze.
All right, the beginning of round 3.
Talking.
Could you repeat the word?
Talking.
Could you use it in a sentence?
Miss Smith sternly said that there was too much talking going on and not enough listening.
Talking. T-A-L-K-I-N-G. Talking.
Money.
May you please use it in a sentence?
After he counted up all of his coins and bills, Aaron realized with joy that he had enough money to buy the game he wanted.
Money. M-O-N-E-Y. Money.
Couch.
Could you use the word in a sentence?
Bruno the cat curled up on the couch for one of his 7 daily naps.
Couch. C-O-U-C-H. Couch.
Strands.
Could you use the word in a sentence?
The more Marcella played the yarn at the end of her scarf, the more the strands came apart.
Strands. S-T-R-A-N-D-S. Strands.
This word could be confused with a similar word, chapter. It's a noun, a main division of a book or main division of a book, usually beginning on a new page. Chapter.
Chapter. C-H-A-P-T-E-R. Chapter.
This word could be confused with a similar word, chess. It's a noun. It's a game for 2 players, each of whom moves 16 pieces according to fixed rules across the board and tries to checkmate the opponent's king. Chess.
Chess. C-H-E-S-S. Chess.
Slimy.
May I please use it in a sentence?
The slug left behind a slimy silver trail that was both beautiful and gross.
Slimy. S-L-I-M-E-Y. Slimy.
Squeak.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Mr. Mousepants would squeak appreciatively whenever Jasper scratched behind his ears with a toothpick.
Squeak. S-Q-U-E-K. Squeak.
Friend. Andres couldn't believe his luck when his best friend moved just down the street. Laptop.
Laptop. Laptop. Oh, laptop.
Movie.
Movie. M-O-V-I-E. Movie.
This word has a homonym. Known. It's an adjective that is apprehended or perceived by the mind or senses. Known.
Could you use it in a sentence?
When they crossed over Galbraith Street with their bikes, they were leaving the known world of their neighborhood.
Known. K-N-O-W-N. Known.
Suffer.
May I please use in a sentence?
Geo only needed to suffer 10 more minutes in the car before they reached the lake.
Suffer. S-U-F-F-E-R. Suffer.
Double.
Double. D-O-U-B-L-E.
Watch.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
Ben decided to stay hidden in the tree and watch for any signs of movement.
Watch. W-A-T-C-H. Watch.
Dream.
Dream. D-R-E-A-M. Dream.
Beans.
Beans. B-E-A-N-S. Beans.
Child.
Child.
Oh, excuse me. This word has a homonym. Child. It's a noun, and it's a young person of either sex, especially between infancy and youth. Child.
Child. C-H-I-L-D. Child.
This word has a near homonym. Space. It's a noun, and it's the region beyond the Earth's atmosphere.
Space. S-P-A-C-E. Space.
We'll begin round 4.
This word has a near homonym. Princess. It's a noun, and it's a female member of a royal family, especially a daughter or granddaughter of a sovereign.
Could you tell me the origin?
The word went from Latin-derived French to English.
Could you use it in a sentence?
The princess was never allowed outside the castle after dark for fear of the goblins.
Princess. P-R-I-N-C-E-S-S. Princess.
This word has a near homonym. Awe. It's a noun, and it's an abashed reverence and fear inspired by authority or power.
May you please use the word in a sentence?
Ava was overcome by a sense of awe when she entered the arena where her heroes played.
Awe. A-W-E. Awe.
Afar.
Could you please use the word in a sentence?
Even though the island looked afar, Hari knew that if he kept paddling, he would eventually get there.
Afar. A-F-A-R. Afar.
Cost.
Cost. C-O-S-T. Cost.
Sidekick.
Could you use it in a sentence, please?
After Edward went off to college, Aquaman decided to get a new sidekick.
Sidekick. S-I-D-E-K-I-C-K. Sidekick.
Stuff.
Stuff. S-T-U-F-F. Stuff.
Carter.
This word has a near homonym, least. It's an adjective and it's lowest in importance or position. Least. Least. Luckily, the card he lost was the least important one in his collection. This word could be confused with a similar word, felt. It's a noun. It's a cloth constructed usually of wool and fur fibers, often mixed with natural or synthetic fibers by the interlocking of the loose fibers through the action of heat, moisture, chemicals, and pressure. Felt.
Felt. F-E-L-T. Felt.
This word has a homonym, would. It's a verb. It's used in auxiliary function to express insistence or determination.
May you please use it in a sentence?
Mr. Abrams insisted that there would be order in his classroom.
Would. W-O-U-L-D. Would.
Shambles.
Could you repeat the word?
Shambles.
Could you tell me the definition?
It's a scene of great disorder.
Could you use it in a sentence?
After Alice's cousin spent the day playing in her room, she had to clean up the shambles alone.
Shambles. S-H-A-M-P-L-E-S. Shambles.
tail light.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
Luckily, no one was hurt in the accident, but the fender was drooping and one tail light was cracked.
Tail light. T-A-I-L-I-G-H-T. Tail light.
Gotcha. Quicken.
Quicken. Q-U-I-K-E-N. Quicken.
This word has a homonym, presence. It's a noun. It's the state of being in one place and not elsewhere. The fact of being in company, attendance, or association. Presence.
Presence. P-R-E-S-E-N-C-E. Presence.
This word has a near homonym, raz. It's a verb, and it's to tease and banter, to ridicule. Raz.
Could you please say the word in a sentence?
When he saw that she was getting really upset, Yonel decided that he would no longer razz his sister about her haircut.
Raz. R-A-Z-Z.
Followed.
Followed. F-O-L-L-O-W-E-D. Followed.
Purple.
Purple. P-U-R-P-P-L-E. Purple.
This word could be confused with another word, entire. It's an adjective with no element or part accepted, whole, complete, entire.
Entire. E-N-T-I-R-E. Entire.
Beginning round 5.
Excuse me. This word could be confused with a similar word, December. It's a noun. It's the 12th month of the calendar.
December. D-E-C-E-M-B-E-R. December.
This word could be confused with a similar word, sudden. It's an adjective, changing angle or character all at once, abruptly, sudden.
May you please use it in a sentence?
Gloria could never figure out how to handle her mother's sudden change of moods.
Sudden. S-U-D-D-E-N. Sudden.
Combed.
Can you please use this word in a sentence?
Tanya's mom always combed and braided her hair at the beginning of the school week.
Combed. C-O-M-B-E-D. Combed.
Patrol.
Could you use the word in a sentence?
After he heard about the officer's multiple trips to the convenience store, the police chief told him his job was to patrol, not to snack.
Patrol. P-A-T-R-O-L. Patrol.
This word could be confused with a similar word, window. It's a noun. It's an opening in the wall of a building or a side of a vehicle to admit light, usually through a transparent or translucent material as glass, usually to permit vision through the wall or side, and often to admit air. Window.
Window. Window. Window.
This word could be confused with a similar word, pocket. It's a noun. It's a small cloth bag sewn or inserted into a garment and left open at the top or side. Pocket.
Pocket. P-O-C-K-E-T. Pocket.
Project. Project. There was no way to transport the flagpole without having it project. Oh, I said it wrong. Excuse me. Project. It's a verb, and there was no way to transport the flagpole without having to have it project out of the car window. Project. Goofy.
Goofy. Goofy. Goofy.
Remember.
May you please use it in the sentence?
Whenever they drove past their old apartment building, Val would remember the long climbs up to their unit on the dark staircase.
Remember. R-E-M-E-M-B-E-R. Remember.
Travel.
Travel. T-R-A-V-E-L. Travel.
Cranky.
Cranky. C-R-A-N-K-Y. Cranky.
Career.
Career. C-A-R-E-E-R. Career.
Disease.
Disease. D-I-S-E-A-S-E. Disease.
Trophy.
Trophy. T-R-O-P-H-Y. Trophy.
Round 6.
Athlete.
Could you repeat the word?
Athlete.
Could you use the word in a sentence?
From the first time she ran down the street as a toddler, people were predicting that Asia was going to be an excellent athlete.
Athlete. A-T-H-L-E-T-E. Athlete.
Jotted.
May you please use the word in a sentence?
There was no way Clement was going to remember his aunt's message unless he jotted it down.
Jotted. Jotted. Jotted.
This word has a homonym, sighed, verb, release slowly and audibly, a deep drawn breath, especially as the involuntary expression of weariness, dejection, grief, regret, longing, yearning, or relief. Sighed.
Could you please repeat the word?
Sighed.
Side. SIGHD. Side.
Duo.
Duo. DUO. Duo.
Repress.
Could you repeat the word, please?
Repress.
Could you use it in a sentence?
The teacher had to repress an uprising in her classroom when the students found out they couldn't go outside.
Repress. REPRESS. Repress.
This word has a near homonym, either. It's an adjective, the one or the other of the two, either.
Either. EITHER. Either.
Carter? No, you're fine. Rely. Rely. To have confidence, to place faith without reservation, to trust. Christian wondered whether he could rely on the rickety old bridge to cross the stream. Chose.
Chose. CHOSE. Chose.
Else.
May you please use it in a sentence?
When she saw the carrots peeking out of the grocery bag, Anya wanted to know what else her dad had purchased from the store.
Else. ELSE. Else.
Antsy.
Antsy. ANTSY. Antsy.
This word has a homonym, Canada. It's a geographical entry. It's a country of North America between the Pacific, Atlantic, and Arctic Oceans, including Newfoundland and the Arctic Islands north of the mainland, Canada.
Canada. CANDA.
This word has a near homonym, bison. It's a noun, and it's any of several large, shaggy-maned, usually bovine mammals having large head with short horns and heavy forequarters, surmounted by a large fleshy hump formed by the withers. Bison.
Bison. B-I-S-O-N. Bison.
Dangerous.
Dangerous. D-A-N-G-E-R-O-U-S. Dangerous.
This word could be confused with the similar word, pluck. It's a verb and it's to pull or pick off or out, to gather by picking, pluck.
Pluck. P-L-U-C-K. Pluck.
Begin the next round.
Squid.
Could you use the word in a sentence?
The giant squid can be found in all the world's oceans, but it's very rare to see one alive.
Squid. S-Q-U-I-D. Squid.
Frisbee.
May you please use the word in a sentence?
Early names for the flying disc known as the Frisbee were the flying saucer and the Pluto platter.
Frisbee. F-R-I-S-B-E-E. Frisbee.
This word has a homonym. Teeter. It's a verb. It's to move unsteadily.
Could you repeat the word?
Teeter.
Could you tell me the definition, please?
To move unsteadily. Do you want it in a sentence?
Yes.
Okay. When she first started taking point classes, Misty used to teeter on her toe shoes, but now she's a famous ballerina with excellent balance.
Teeter, T-E-T-E-R, teeter.
This word has a homonym, rallies. It's a verb. It recaptures initiative, comes back, usually used especially of an athletic contestant or team. Let me repeat that. Recaptures initiative, comes back, usually used especially of an athletic contestant or team. Rallies.
Could you repeat the word, please?
Rallies.
Rallies. R-A-L-L-E-Y-S. Rallies.
Pastry.
Could you please say the definition?
It's an individual piece or of a type of sweet baked good made of dough or having a crust made of enriched dough. Pastry.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
Sibel always knows where to find the most delectable pastry.
Pastry. P-A-S-T-R-Y. Pastry.
Coveralls.
Could you please say that in a sentence?
The skilled car mechanic wore coveralls at work to protect his regular clothes.
Could you please say the definition?
Outer garments worn to protect other garments, especially one-piece combinations of overalls and shirts.
Coveralls? Coveralls. C-O-V-E-R-A-L-L-S. Coveralls.
Ponytail.
May you please use it in a sentence?
Arena's high ponytail is her signature fashion statement.
Ponytail. P-O-N-Y-T-A-I-L. Ponytail.
Clatter.
Clatter. C-L-A-T-T-E-R. Clatter.
This word could be confused with a similar word, snout. It's a noun, and it's the long projecting nose of any of various mammals, such as a swine. Snout.
Snout. S-N-O-U-T. Snout.
Tumbling.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Simone is as breathtaking as tumbling as she is in all of her other gymnastic events.
Tumbling. T-U-M-B-L-I-N-G. Tumbling.
Cradle.
Cradle. C-R-A-D-D-L-E. Cradle.
Round 8.
Firefly.
Firefly. F-I-R-E-F-L-Y. Firefly.
I'm going to skip the next word. Mention.
May you please use the word in a sentence?
Suzette was thrilled that her report on the benefits of recycling got a mention in the mayor's speech.
May you please give me the definition?
Reference or citation in speech or writing.
Mention. M-E-N-T-I-O-N. Mention.
This word could be confused with a similar word, spoken. It's an adjective, expressed, told, or delivered by word of mouth. Spoken.
Spoken. S-P-O-K-E-N. Spoken.
This word could be confused with a similar word, bridge. It's a noun. It's a structure built over a depression or an obstacle to travel, such as a river, chasm, roadway, or railroad. securing a continuous pathway or roadway as for pedestrians, automobiles, or trains, a bridge. Excuse me, bridge.
Could you please say that in a sentence?
The Point Neuf, meaning new bridge, is now the oldest bridge over the river Seine in Paris.
Bridge. B-R-I-D-G-E.
Pinpoint.
May you please use that in a sentence?
Egyptologist Sarah Parcake is able to pinpoint the location of the ancient ruins using satellite imagery.
Pinpoint. P-I-N-P-O-I-N-T. Pinpoint.
This word could be confused with a similar word, slate. It's a noun. It's a thin, flat slab, piece, or layer of laminated rock prepared in the shape of a shingle and used especially for roofing and siding, tile, shingle, slate.
Slate. S-L-A-T-E. Slate.
Plush.
Plush. P-L-U-S-H. Plush.
Whimper.
Whimper. W-H-I-M-P-E-R. Whimper.
All right, let's give them a hand for what they've done so far. We are going to take a little break. So if you're in fourth grade, raise your hand. All right. If you need to use the restroom, you're going to use the one out there by the office. Eighth grade, just the one. You may use that one now. Do you need to go? Take a break? Okay, go ahead and take your break. Go ahead, fourth graders. If you want to take a break, you may take it. If not, I'll assign it to fifth graders. Do we have any fifth graders left? Do you guys want a break? You'll take that restroom up there. Okay, you know the one I'm talking about by the office. All right, super. You have to suck it up. You're making me proud. You okay? Guys are so quiet, so good. This little guy is something else. You okay? As soon as they come back, you need a restroom, they can get yours. And then as soon as she comes back, then you can go to that. Oh, wait a minute, she's a female. You can go now. Okay. Well, you know what? He's not going to use it. She's a female. You can go to this one. You can go right now. Thank you. Super job. Super job.
For those watching us online, we are on a short break. We'll be starting again in just a moment.
My phone is buzzing at me telling FCC is live. Yes, I know. I'm here. How's it going, Brittany?
Mr. Fell, are we missing someone?
How about what? I didn't hear her repeat, please. What was the word? Shambles. It's never spelled with a P. Shambles.
All right, please find your seats. We're going to begin shortly. Find your seat. Walking is fine. Thank you.
All right, we're going to begin round 9. And we shall begin.
Bracelet.
Could you repeat the word?
Bracelet.
Could you use it in a sentence?
Though the gems were really colored glass, Hetty's favorite piece of grandmother's jewelry was an Art Deco bracelet.
Bracelet. BRACELET. Bracelet.
Inwardly.
May you please use the word in a sentence?
Though she had to keep a straight face during the meeting, inwardly Heidi was laughing.
Inwardly. INWARDLY. Inwardly.
This word could be confused with a similar word, mobility. It's a noun. It's the capacity or facility of movement, movability. But the word is mobility.
Could you please say the word in a sentence?
After his soccer injury, Lewis did physical therapy to increase his mobility.
Could you say the word again?
Mobility.
Could you say the word? Could you say the word's definition?
The capacity or facility of movement, movability. But the word is mobility.
Mobility. M O B I L I T Y. Mobility.
Eddy.
Could you please say that in a sentence?
Audrey dropped leaves into the stream's eddy and watched them swirl.
Could you please say the definition? Sorry.
A current of air or water running contrary to the main current, especially one moving circularly.
Eddy. E-D-D-I-E. Eddy.
Fanged.
May you please use that in a sentence?
Tamika recalled her nightmare of a fanged beast under her bed with horror.
Fanged. F-A-N-G-E-D. Fanged.
This word has a homonym, bough. It's a noun. It's a branch of a tree. Bough.
Could you please repeat the word?
Bough. It's a branch of a tree.
Bow. B-O-W, bow.
Cautioned.
Caution. C-A-U-T-I-O-N-E-D. Caution.
Accuse.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
No matter how hard Cinderella worked, her stepmother would always accuse her of shirking her chores.
Accused. A-C...
No. Let me stop you and hear the word again. Accuse.
Accuse. A-C-C-U-S-E.
Round 10.
Drowsy.
Could you repeat the word?
Drowsy.
Could you use the word in a sentence?
The drowsy cats settled into their favorite napping spots.
Drowsy. D-R-O-W-S-Y. Drowsy.
Scoff.
May you please use the word in a sentence?
Though her parents might scoff, Ishani dreamed of being an actress.
May you please give me the definition?
To show contempt by derisive acts or language, to speak contemptuously or with ridicule or mockery.
Scoff. Scoff. Scoff.
This word could be confused with a similar word, opposite. It's an adjective. It's diametrically different, contrary, opposite.
Could you please say the word again?
Opposite.
Could you please say the word in a sentence?
With such opposite tastes, the couple had a difficult time decorating their new apartment.
Opposite. OPPISITE. Opposite.
Instrument.
May you please use the word in a sentence?
Lisa Simpson's musical instrument of choice is the saxophone.
Instrument. INSTRUMENT. Instrument.
Blissfully.
Blissfully. BLISSFULLY. Blissfully.
Activists.
Can you please give me the definition?
People that advocate or practice a doctrine that emphasizes vigorous action as the use of force for political ends. Activists.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
The student activists were unwavering in their efforts to save the planet from pollution.
Activist. ACTIVIST. Activist.
Round 11.
Okay. Are you ready? Commute.
Could you repeat the word?
Commute.
Could you use the word in a sentence?
Justin was willing to commute to work in order to live on such a lovely farm.
Commute. COMUTE. Commute.
This word has a homonym, cocoa. It's a noun. It's a beverage prepared by cooking chocolate powder with water or milk. Cocoa.
Cocoa. COCOA. Cocoa.
Nutrients.
Can you please use that word in a sentence?
Bailey started eating avocados for the nutrients, but it turns out they're also delicious.
Nutrients. Nutrients. Nutrients.
Scarcely.
Scarcely. SCARCELY. Scarcely.
Round 11. Sorry, correction. Round 12.
Stretcher.
Stretcher. STRETCHER. Stretcher.
This word has a homonym, layers. It's a plural noun, and it's the beds or living spaces of wild animals. They're dens, layers.
Layers. LAIRS. Layers.
This word has a homonym, mustard. It's a noun, and it's the pungent yellow condiment consisting of the pulverized seeds of the plant of the same name, either dry or made into a paste, as with water or vinegar, and sometimes adulterated with other substances as turmeric or mixed with spices. Mustard.
Mustard. MUSTARD. Mustard.
This word has a homonym, cruel. It's an adjective, stern, rigorous, and grim, unrelieved by leniency or softness. Cruel.
Cruel. CRUEL. Cruel.
This word has a near homonym, goblins. It's a plural noun. It's ugly or grotesque spirits, sometimes conceived as evil and malicious, and sometimes as merely playful and mischievous. Goblins.
May you please use it in a sentence?
When Goblin stole her little brother, Sarah went into the labyrinth to save him.
May you please give me the definition?
It's an ugly or grotesque spirit, sometimes conceived as evil and malicious, and sometimes as merely playful and mischievous.
Goblins. May you please repeat the word?
Goblins.
Goblins. GOBLINS. Goblins.
Unnoticed.
Unnoticed. Unnoticed. UNOTISED.
Wyatt, you need to remain up here. Have a seat. Have a seat. All right, this is what we call the anticipatory championship word. If Roman spells it correctly, he is our new champion. If he doesn't spell it correctly, Wyatt comes back up and we continue the process. So for the championship word.
Lento.
Lento.
Can
May
I
I
give
please-
you the definition? Okay.
Yes, please.
In a slow manner used as a direction in music. Lento.
Lento. Lento. Lento.
That's correct.
Good job, buddy. And you're the runner-up, so stay right here. We're going to give you some awards. Okay, so Roman Boyko is our champion. Wyatt Williams will be our runner-up in case something happens that Roman can't make it. And we're printing up right now we're printing up our awards so that we can present them. Wow, what grade are you in? 4th grade. Wow, give him another hand. Good job. That's fantastic. And the audience, you were fantastic. Thank you so much. This was a good one. It went very smoothly and well, and everybody did a super good job up here. Does anybody in the audience have any questions? None? About the way the spelling bee works? I hope it encourages you to join next year. Or attempt if you didn't. If your classroom obviously had a spelling bee, then that's how they were able to get up here. Some people just volunteered in some classes. But this is what it's like. It's good to be under pressure. It's a good skill for these two boys and for everybody that went through it. Because there's times we have to speak in public, just like Mr. Fell's doing right now. And so it's a good thing to practice those kind of things and get that skill, work on that skill. Great. What'll happen from here is, I believe Yuma County is still having their spelling bee, even though we're in COVID. And Roman will go to, normally it's at the Yuma Theater downtown. I don't know if it'll be there because they probably need to space everybody out a lot better. And his teacher, I don't know how we've done it in the last few years. I used to go with if he was from my class, I ended up going down there with him. But, and your parents can come, and I think they have pizza afterwards when it's all said and done. But you're up there with about 30 or 40 some odd students from every public and private school in the Yuma County area. All right.
And the Yuma County is planning to have their spelling bee. Yay!
Good
As
deal.
some of you may know, they were going to have the science fair and it was canceled, but right now the spelling bee is on. So we are very excited, and let's give them another round of applause.
And for our runner-up speller, Mr. Wyatt Williams, give him a hand. Come front and center, we want to see you. And our school champion, Mr. Roman Boyko. Excuse me, Roman. Can I get both of you together? How awesome is that? That is exciting. All right. Well, thank you for being a great audience and joining us today. And I hope that you will consider, if you're in one of the younger grades, your opportunity to do this next year. And for some of you, you may even have a passion. Start working on it now. So we're looking forward to next year and to the opportunity to present Southwestern Christian School at the County Spelling Bee. Congratulations again.
All right, guys, you can go ahead. Congratulations. So proud of you.
Live feed may be stopped. Thank you.